G'days and Evas, this is SuperZomGBBQ, and this is more of an update video because a lot has gone on. If you looked at my last video, you would have seen the team's PCC started literally as normal PCC ended. Now, as that happened, unfortunately, that took over my life because pretty much, well, other than work, of course, basically, you pretty much had PCC, which I grinded to get into the top 75 for, which I got, and then had PCC straight afterwards for teams, and I was like, oh, crap, I need to actually, you know, grind more. Yeah, so we had Teams PCC, which was amazing, and I'm going to show you guys what rank Team UK, which if you don't know is my group. It's not something I created, it's actually Flex Valentino's idea, but it's a group that we've all got together, and basically the team that I'm in, and yeah, we did really awesome, and we've been together for a long time. We've done individual PCCs in the past. We did the John Cena PCC together against another team. We did the Page PCC from Season 1 as a team. And we did try to do another one, but there wasn't any teams who actually had the confidence to go up against us. So, basically, we had a new challenger in AHTF and the NWO. And both were really harsh contenders. But let's see what the final rankings were at the end. But hey, let's get some hype for Road to Glory. Yes, we have Road to Glory as shown up. A little bit later than usual. As you can see, we've got all of the winners from the Survivor Series event. Kane being part of the Undertaker and Kane tag. Ryback, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sin Cara and Kalisto all being part of the Survivor Series winning tag. So was Goldust as well. Which is awesome. He showed up in the pre-show, I believe, and took out a couple of people. So he won as well. I'm not quite sure why he was there. This one is very interesting because I got, if you remember, go back to my Survivor freebie video, I got Sheamus as my Survivor freebie. Now, at the time, I thought that was a bit average. The picture looks great, but the card is actually one of the worst in the tier. And now it's the first pro that comes available. So, in my 6th or 7th Survivor Pro in this tier. And we are all only a week in. It's absolutely incredible. And then we obviously have the Roman Reigns. Now, the Roman Reigns card has been floating around. I do believe I can get access to his full stats for you. But there's a reason why I'm not going to be speedrunning this Road to Glory. And that's because people already know his full stats. It's so easy to access. In fact, I can actually give you a video link down below to someone who actually got access to that. One of those is Kill Moose Kill, who is a regular person I mentioned because he was lucky enough to get given 2 Roman Reigns in the PCC, which was a complete shock to everyone. And there's about 4 or 5 other people who managed to get the same thing. And you can see him in action as well. But what we're going to do is I'm going to see if I can find them here. I'm actually going to go and excuse the team name, just to clarify. Excuse the team name, okay? It doesn't like my keyboard. Teats and Anus. There we go. The poop ends here. Kill Moose Kill. All I gotta say is look at that. That is the Roman Reigns Pro card, the stats right there. So you have seen Roman Reigns' full stats for possibly the first time. But this gives you an idea of basically how the card's going to look. And honestly, without a proc or a tag, this card's going to be pretty beastly to beat. To be honest with you, unless you've got something like Seth Rollins or HBK in speed, or maybe even, I don't know, Kofi Kingston or Xavier Woods, you're really going to have a problem against this guy. He is really awesome. And that pro card looks amazing. So thank you, Moose. Just to give a shout out where shout outs are due, Moose was the first person to pro him and show off the stats. So please check out the video, which will be shown up in the top left hand or top right hand corner of my screen now. And basically go and check the video out because it is pretty great. His parody of a certain large bird as well is pretty awesome. If you want to go check that one out as well, that's linked to previous videos anyway of the channel in the past. You might have heard of Tubby Emu Kappa. Anyway, let's come away from Teats and Anus and on to Team PCC, and we did pretty well. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to come first. Team UK versus AHTF was one of the battles of SuperCard, full stop. Probably as epic as some of the battles in the past with the PCCs, especially when you've had the top 5 PCCs in the past, but you can only get the pro version of a card if you got the top 5, and some of those battles were absolutely incredible. But Team UK did fail at the last hurdle. We did give up. We could have gone on, but they extended the event into the early hours, into like literally working hours in UK time. So we would have had to stay up the whole night to basically make sure we stayed up with AHTF. And it was already a 1,000 point gap. It was just growing and growing. We just decided, you know what, just call it a day. We congratulated them, and it was they've been mostly awesome about it. They haven't tried to rub it in at all. So let's go to the ranks. As you can see, hashtag AHTF, 40,000 points. Well done, guys. We finished as second place, Team UK, and Hell's Darkness as well. Hell's Darkness is a really awesome team. I'll shout out a couple of people I know in this team. Yeah, Furkan Almog, SESC, Bailey, Kakir, Fabian King, and I don't know any of the other guys, but Oldie Scheidel, and the other guy at the top was Alex as well. AHTF, by the way, is filled with some of the most famous supercarders in terms of grinding in the past, and those are Michael Dean, Double D, Hero, Jesus JS9, the 2 Jonathans, the fake Jonathan as he is normally referred to, and also Jonathan, the real Jonathan, Munty, Remy, and Turbo Zahid should go back into retirement. Anyway, Legacy was filled up with Forum guys, NWO, because I have had a couple of issues with these guys in the past. I thought I'd be best to shout out and kind of get this out off my chest. Guys, you're awesome. Thank you so much for the competitive spirit. It's a shame you didn't get in the top 3, but next time you will, it's for sure. These guys actually had the same problem we did, and they kind of got caught off by the delay because there was a load of issues with Team PCC when it first went up. But hey, hasn't that happened beforehand, guys, with Road to Glory difficulty? Yeah, ring domination not working properly and being too difficult. You would have thought that they would have, made sure that someone tested this stuff. No, okay, just release it and make some money. Kez987, Arthur, Darren Wright, Eric Sizzle, Finisher in some Boss Kane for life, who's a buddy and a half, Kel, who's going to Legendary. Why has he done that for? Raw F Showtime, who is a awesome dude, and also Tag as well. Let's keep going down. Rodriguez family, Players, Network Error, Tim Villain, Heenan family, which is actually, I think, slightly rigged. This is actually has a guy from the 2K family here, Ramon 3MR, B-Dub. Our Ramon 3MR is actually a marketing guy, I think, for, I'm not sure exactly what he does, for 2K. So, yeah, there's a couple of guys in here. Son Goku, of course, is awesome, and that guy down the bottom who we never talk about. Other than that, literally, there is no one really else that I'm, totally 100% aware who is in each team. So, you got Watchmen's, the Four Amigos, Killer Dit Elite, who these guys had the Roman Reigns. A couple of them had the Roman Reigns Pro. That was really difficult. You also had Team Authority, DX Army, the Yes Movement, Team Hell No, who only had 7 people and still managed to get 18th place. That's pretty awesome. Devil's Ministry, Chess Pieces, Team Rollins. Maybe they should call it Team ACL. MVPs, Dragon Killer, Girls Aloud, I don't know what that is, but Devon Appreciation Club, apparently. Supercard Sweet or Sweat, we are Sweats. Kingfisher, Faced Them a Lot, Heart Foundation, Elite Legends, Only Survivor Guys, Fandango, hashtag New Day Nation, True Survivors, WWE SuperCard PTT, I'm not sure who they are, but hey. Legendary Play, The Originals, JJ Security, Team Brettsters, CM Punk 108, Apex Predators, the NWO, that's another one, another team, not the original NWO, Avengers 2.0, N Bret Hart for real. Is this the N Bret Hart gang that's set up by Biggie Dude? No way! That's awesome! That's Biggie Dude's and Bret Hart. That's great. They finished in the top. So that means that and Bret Hart got a Devon Dudley. That is pretty something. Oh, wow. Anyway, King of France, Team Extreme, Planet Funk, Dark Star, Team KOs. Oh my god. Slayers. Yeah, those guys. the Hell Gate with Blassie and Kayfabe Hills. So if you were a part of any of those teams, thank you so much for taking part, because it was an amazing event. And obviously you have to say a massive congratulations and a thank you to AHTF for providing me, and I will probably say on behalf of Team UK, possibly one of the most funnest moments I've ever had in playing SuperCard. Literally, we had like pretty much 7 or 8 or 9 guys all going at it at the same time against each other with titles on, everything, and it was getting intense. We went from something like crazy, like 20k to like 30k within like a couple of hours. It was incredible. So yeah, basically it was a really awesome event. So we're gonna get our reward now. Our reward isn't what I wanted, which I wanted the 2 Dudley boys. Unfortunately, you can't get those unless you come first, which I think is a little bit rigged. But hey, it's a bit of exclusivity. People can say they got a Bubba Ray Dudley. Hey, but I get Devon and I get Brock Lesnar as well. And basically, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go and claim the reward. And I'm going to get my Devon Dudley. Now, this guy is a bit better news for me, because just like Sheamus, this guy's a pro. Oh yeah, and we'll come to pros in a second. So I've got to train him up to get me into my Road to Glory squad. And we also have Brock Lesnar, who's just going to be training fodder. So yeah, basically we've got all that already claimed. So that is Teams PCC out the way and done. If you were involved in Team PCC, please leave a comment and let me know who you are, and like the video as well. Even if you weren't in Team PCC in the top 50, just leave a like for the overall event, not the actual event itself, because I know a lot of people had a couple of issues with difficulty. I hope they fix it next time, because otherwise it's going to be the new ring domination. We know everyone loves ring domination. Now, on the subject of pros, there's a new pro in town for Team SuperZomGBBQ. Now, he's not in my King of the Ring, but you may notice who he is. Now, he is a long-term WWE Heavyweight Champion. He was Mr. Money in the Bank and probably cashed in the most infamous cash-in of the Money in the Bank. And he is Mr. Seth Rollins, which you're going to see right now. Go to Survivor. There he is, Seth Rollins. And I fully statted him out. He is now completely statted. I went with a toughness and speed option, and I didn't bother about his charisma really, but he is an awesome card. I found out today from doing some research, and there's a SuperCard website, by the way, you guys should go to. It actually gives you the ability to check out the stats before you've pro'd a card, so you can actually put in different stats on each card and actually see what it makes in terms of the pro. And I used that actually for all 4 of these cards: the Rusev, the Booker T, the Roman Reigns, and also Seth Rollins as well. And then obviously you have my Roman Reigns here, which is obviously being leveled up as it is. I don't think I've done much with him. I just kind of leveled up as much as I could. But hey, all these are leveled up, and that's awesome. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to putting these guys into my Road to Glory deck. So we have the future Seth Rollins in our deck, and in our King of the Ring, we literally have one person who has as many Survivor Pros as I have. Literally, this guy has a Mark Henry, he has a Devon Dudley, he has Randy Orton. Yeah, he is, and he's only got like epic Pro Divas and stuff, so he was packing it big time. And I'm surprised actually that he hasn't put the Cameron in there, because he probably could have won if he'd done that, the Diva match anyway. He's always going to lose this against 2 legendary Divas, but hey ho. But that is my deck at the moment. 4 Survivor Pros, 5th one on the way, 6th and 7th will come with Road to Glory, and hopefully maybe an 8th coming with King of the Ring as well. But that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being patient for this video, because I have been incredibly busy. Those of you who do know me on Twitter and do follow me have been awesome over this weekend, and those of you who watch me on Twitch, you guys are amazing, as well as everyone on this channel, because what you do makes me enjoy this, and I really appreciate it, guys. Just going to say one thing, and that is the same thing I say every single episode at the end, and that is, Survive!